Today we're talking the WWE Hall of Fame. The WWE Hall of Fame is a weird thing because typically it's always been in the head of Vince McMahon. So unlike fake sports like baseball, college football, golf, whatever it is, with committees saying that guy, and having all these criteria. With Vince McMahon, it's always just been like, that guy should go in, that guy should go in. Some have been obvious, like Hogan, Bret Hart. Some have been questionable, like Jeff Jarrett. Upper mid-card guy, solid worker, his TNA run, but TNA doesn't really count for WWE. But his WCW run, he was a main eventer, but to me, always a mid-card guy, but a solid hand nonetheless. Plus, his days in the territories, because territory days before the 80s also does count within the realm of WWE. And then there have been some choices that I just disagree with. Coco Beware. Like, I loved the Burn Man. Coco Beware to me was just a lower mid-card guy. I dug it. I did this when he came down. But not a Hall of Fame career. But regardless, he's in. He got the ring. Good for you, Birdman. But there are other omissions now that I want to address. So the first guy I want to say who should be in is not a guy, it's Chyna, actually. You know, this one's hotly debatable because she was in some adult movies. I think she was in 2 adult movies, and her life had a sad ending. But come on, we could not talk about that. We could just not bring that up, okay? We don't need to talk about that. And, you know, she didn't do anything illegal. You know, it was fair game. I mean, you know, whatever. Just don't talk about that. All right, Chyna, she was a pioneer. She was with DX. DX started the Attitude Era. Okay, it's just, come on, and I know she is in with DX, but I do believe Chyna's importance. She was the first female Intercontinental Champion, first co-champion. She deserved it. I mean, let's be real. She deserves it, and we know that. I want to sidebar and say I don't agree with active people on the roster being put in the Hall of Fame. I do not think that's cool. I didn't like when they put Sting in the Hall of Fame and then he wrestled the next night. I didn't like that, but I was like, maybe if it's only Sting's one match. But I feel you should be retired. And Paul Heyman here, he should not be going in the Hall of Fame. I get it. It's Philly, and that's why he's going in because of ECW. But no, I really think he should be in. Rey Mysterio, definitely Rey Mysterio should be in when he retires, but he should not be in it right now. That's my opinion. Whatever, okay, whatever. Let's go to Owen Hart. This is going to be controversial, but does Owen Hart have a Hall of Fame career? Now, when it comes to being part of the boys, of course, he was awesome. He was amazing. I do feel that Owen Hart does squeak in, and that's going to be controversial, I know, because, like, hey, WrestleMania 10 opening match, great, beautiful. Would I have loved for Owen Hart to be a WWE champion? I would have, actually. I think they just missed the boat. I think Austin becoming Austin and The Rock becoming The Rock really pushed Owen Hart aside, and he could only stay at that mid-card level, and he was a great tag team champion, but was he a great Intercontinental champion? So his real moment was in that feud with Bret Hart. I would say put him in, but I understand why he's not, and that's because of maybe the bitter taste in the mouth of his wife, and I can understand that. And I know his wife has allowed stuff with AEW. I'm hoping that maybe now that Vince is gone and maybe all of the rage was directed at Vince, that maybe Owen can get in. And so while I do think it is debatable whether Owen should be in, I do fall on the side that yes, he should. And I'm hoping that he gets in now. Talk about Vince. Does Vince deserve to be in? Yeah, he does deserve to be in. But if the allegations are true, then that dude's messed up. His mind is messed up, and looks like he's a horrible human being too. I don't even know. It's messed up what he did. But he disqualifies himself, so it's crazy. Vince McMahon will probably never get into the Hall of Fame. Does he deserve it? Yeah, he does. But you know what? Just keep him out. Just keep his name out of that. Out of it. He lost. You know, when you are rich and famous and stuff, you have a responsibility to not act on stuff and he acted on stuff. I don't even know. Let me just get out of this uncomfortable realm, I guess. Let's go to, I got three more people, four if you count Crush, but no, I'm not counting Crush, I'm counting Demolition. Demolition deserves to be in. Were they a knockoff of the Legion of Doom / Road Warriors? Yeah, probably, but they are one of the few that were able to carve a niche, a name for themselves out of the shadow of giants, kind of like Kane. Kane carved himself a career out of being at the shadow of Undertaker, and Demolition definitely carved themselves a respectable career out of the shadow of the Road Warriors. Demolition was awesome. Here comes the axe. Here comes the smash, demolition. I think that was wrong, but I haven't heard that song in years. And Smash and Axe, I don't know. But Smash, Axe, I loved those guys. They were awesome, and they should be in the Hall of Fame. What's the holdup? Let's get these guys while they're still alive, all right? Rey Mysterio is going to be alive for many, many more years. Let's get Demolition in, because I don't know how old they are. And speaking of which, Lex Luger, last guy on my list that needs to go in yesterday. What is the holdup on this guy? I get it. I got one more. I got a girl also that should be in, and it kind of goes with Lex Luger, Miss Elizabeth. Let's just backtrack to Miss Elizabeth. I think she should be in. She is without a doubt the first lady of wrestling. She was great. The Mega Powers explode. She needs to be in. I get it. The end of her life, very sad, very tragic, but we don't have to focus on that, okay? We don't have to focus on that. She didn't do anything that harmed other people, so let's just not talk about how she passed. We can give her all this great stuff of her career, and then she passed away, and now here she is, post-mortem, in the Hall of Fame, and that goes with Lex Luger, so those two were an item. There was something going on. Luger was never charged, so it's not like a Benoit situation. And Luger also turned his life around and all these things. He's like some hardcore Christian now, and being a Christian doesn't get you in, but I'm just saying the way he presents himself nowadays, and the dude doesn't look good. He's in a wheelchair and everything, and I'm just like, every day goes by, that guy should be, he should be thanking God he's alive, because he seems like a corpse, and I just really want him to go in before he actually becomes the corpse that I just alluded to. I think Lex Luger, he was definitely a main event player for a while in the WWE. He never actually got it. His biggest moment was body slamming Yokozuna and then he got the count-out victory at SummerSlam. They acted like he won. That was weird. And he never got the WWE Championship. Doesn't matter. You don't have to get the WWE Championship to get into this. Like Razor Ramon definitely should be in here. Never won the WWE Championship. But side note though, in WCW, Luger was the man. If there was a WCW Hall of Fame, Luger should be in that for sure. Did you see when he had the rack on Hollywood Hogan and he won the belt on that Nitro? The place exploded. Absolutely exploded. Luger had a crazy good career in the WCW / NWA, and Luger needs to be in before the dude passes. And now that Sting is out of AEW, have Sting induct him. There you go. Triple H, use that idea, free of charge. Have Sting induct Lex Luger, because Lex Luger deserves to be in. The guy was over. Absolutely over in WCW, over in WWE too. So that's my choices for the WWE Hall of Fame that they need to be in yesterday. And that's all I gotta say today. So please acknowledge that subscribe button, and please pass this video on to other wrestling fans. I'll try to get more out as soon as possible. I don't know, I have to have work the next couple days, but I'll see what I can do. Have a great day, and I cannot wait for WrestleMania. We're in the week. It's happening. WrestleMania 40, right around the corner. See you guys.